Hello friends, the tension between Russia and Ukraine continues to rise each day. 3 Ukrainian soldiers were moving toward a UAV control center, unaware of a Russian drone positioned on the roof in ambush. Russian UAV operators then struck locations used by Ukrainian forces to control UAVs in Yurzinsk and Harovka. Numerous positions were neutralized during the strikes, including operational shelters. Don't forget to share your thoughts about the video in the comments. Subscribe and leave a like. November 10th, 2025. During Reconnaissance, a Russian FPV drone detected a Ukrainian vehicle without doors. The engagement that followed resulted in the vehicle being neutralized. November 10th, 2025. A Russian FPV drone detected a Ukrainian pickup truck during reconnaissance. Most personnel managed to exit the vehicle in a state of panic, except for 2 soldiers who remained inside. November 9th, 2025. Krasnoarmysk direction. An HMMWV equipped with an electronic warfare system was neutralized. The soldiers inside the vehicle spotted the FPV drone too late, and some exited after it was too late. The high-speed FPV drone struck the armored vehicle, causing it to catch fire. A significant number of motorized artillery systems were neutralized this week. It appears that the highest frequency of strikes in recent times occurred during this period, with dozens of artillery units being destroyed each day. November 10th, 2025. Russian armed forces destroyed a heavily fortified Ukrainian mechanized bridge over the Oskil River in the Petrovka region using FPV UAVs and Tornado-S multiple launch rocket systems. UAVs from the southern group neutralized 2 Ukrainian armed forces ground robots carrying ammunition near Konstantin. Russian FPV drones were positioned along the road when a Ukrainian truck appeared in sight. The drone activated its propellers and executed a precise strike on the vehicle. Another Russian drone encountered a Ukrainian truck during a reconnaissance mission, with 4 soldiers observed traveling in the back of the vehicle. Novgorod Prince Vandal fiber optic FPV UAV operators neutralized a Ukrainian armed forces T-64BV tank in the northern part of Krasnoarmysk, Pokrovsk. Another heavily armored Ukrainian vehicle was also struck during operations conducted by pilots from various Russian armed forces units. In addition to the Kherson Bridge, another Russian bridge was struck in the Bryansk region. The footage shows Ukrainian forces locating a bridge mined by Russian troops near the Ukrainian border. A kamikaze drone detonated the attached anti-tank mines, causing the road to collapse. A similar situation had previously occurred when Russian operators targeted Ukrainian bridges. Share your thoughts about the video in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. The Ukrainian administration has released footage showing the results of the strikes on the Kherson Bridge. Efforts to damage the bridge with aerial munitions are ongoing. Initial attacks missed the target, but subsequent strikes made direct hits, causing additional structural damage. November 8th, 2025. Sumy direction. The Zala computing unit from the Rubicon Center detected AP-18 long-range radar station belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces. The target coordinates were immediately transmitted to the Lancet system operator, and the radar station was successfully neutralized from a launch point 80 kilometers away. From the Russian perspective, FPV drones are taking out Ukrainian reconnaissance and kamikaze drones with precision. These high-speed drones track enemy UAVs in real time, striking before they can complete their missions. Footage shows multiple successful interceptions, highlighting how fast, small, and maneuverable drones can dominate the battlefield. The combination of skillful operators and advanced tech allows these drones to neutralize threats that would otherwise require heavy artillery or air support. Even in complex environments, FPV drones prove to be a deadly tool for controlling the skies and protecting ground units. 4 Ukrainian infantrymen were detected by a Russian FPV drone while moving through open ground. Searching desperately for cover, they entered a small structure near a cemetery, but their movements had already been tracked. Moments later, the drone operators launched multiple precision strikes. Explosions tore through the building, reducing it to rubble, leaving no place to hide. Don't forget to share your thoughts about the video in the comments. Subscribe and leave a like. November 7th, 2025, as shown in the footage, soldiers of the 218th Guards Tank Regiment, part of the 127th Division of the 5th Army in the Eastern Group, are advancing under cold conditions. Despite the need to engage immediately after crossing the river, they move as stealthily as possible, crossing the Yenshur River on foot through challenging terrain. In the following footage, Primorsky soldiers, moving under the cover of drones, reach the southwestern outskirts of the settlement and advance through it. The infantry of the 218th Guards Tank Regiment demonstrated that, even on foot, they could maneuver through enemy defenses with efficiency comparable to a tank company. In the area of responsibility of Vosto units, a settlement is considered secured only when the enemy has been fully expelled and Russian forces have established defensive positions to guard against possible counterattacks. Ukrainian Armed Forces UAV control point in Stavki was destroyed using Molia missiles. UAV operators from Russia's 45th Airborne Brigade, part of the 144th Motorized Rifle Division, employed both Molia and FPV drones to strike and eliminate a complex UAV control hub belonging to Ukraine's 60th Airborne Brigade on the outskirts of Stavki. An FPV drone targeted and struck one of 2 soldiers positioned at a Ukrainian Armed Forces trench in the Sumy region. November 4th, 2025, attack units of the Rychary Regiment, part of the Central Group, carried out a powerful strike that blew up the headquarters of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. Russian air forces employed precision-guided munitions to strike the command center of the Ukrainian Armed Forces 77th Airborne Brigade in Bohuslavka. The impact was direct and devastating, neutralizing key communication hubs and disrupting command operations across the sector. The Russian Air Force carried out strikes on Ukrainian troop deployment points in the areas of Konstantin and Norad. According to the initial footage, the first strike was conducted using a Garin UAV, while the second involved a precision-guided FAB bomb equipped with a UMPK kit. Both attacks targeted concentrations of personnel and equipment, leaving little chance for the enemy to regroup or retreat.